Outstanding employer engagement is very important to SCC Group, and we are immensely proud of the amazing work we do right across the college with over 700 different employers. It is important that we deliver education and training which meets the local, regional and national industries. By doing this, we can help employers to have the skills they need within their business to be successful. By working closely with employers, we can also ensure our students, apprentices and adult learners have the skills, knowledge and behaviours they need to thrive in their future careers. The Public Sector Leadership Programme, which we have developed in partnership with Salford City Council and Tameside Council, is a fantastic example of real collaboration with employers, leading to a high-quality, innovative and bespoke apprenticeship solution. It is the first of its kind and is now being replicated with other councils as a model of best practice. We are very aware of the huge challenges facing local authorities, years of budget cuts, COVID-19 and changing social characteristics, meaning they need to do things differently and better than ever before. When we were approached to support the development of this programme, to develop and prepare leaders in both organisations to meet these future challenges, we were delighted. My colleagues spent considerable time with both organisations, ensuring that delivery was aligned to their values, their challenges and key agendas in their business planning. They introduced the apprenticeship programme to the councils and identified topics, themes and issues which could be delivered using real examples and collaboration from both councils involved. We also implemented the Public Sector Leadership Conference to support and reinforce learning, where both senior leaders from their respective organisations and industry-leading guest speakers have been used to deliver key leadership messages. It is vital that we continue to work with employers like we have done on this programme, enabling us to design, develop and deliver high-quality provision that is right for employers and right for our learners. This is even more pertinent at the moment with the changing landscape around the recent white paper and T-level implementation plan.
At every stage we've looked at aligning the course content to things that are happening in the council. We try and make things current. So for example, if it's one-to-ones that are happening, if it's annual reviews, we look to make the delivery around that time. We look at projects that are really relevant to things that are a focus for the organisation at that time, so that it's having a real impact on what's happening and it's relevant, it's current and it's not separate to what the learners are doing in the workplace.
So the reason that I'm doing this leadership programme is that I've always had a desire to branch out into leadership. I've always known that I want to do something to do with a leadership role, and this seemed like the best way for me to get a qualification in it, so that if I do apply for a future role, I've not only got some experience but also a qualification to go with it.
About 4 years back, I was given a role of management. So I was an admin officer. From admin officer, I became a management, which I found a bit challenging because even though I had experience of the work, I had no experience of managing people. The program was very informative and very interactive. It helped me through different aspects of management, right from time management, building relationships, how to motivate others, how to delegate, what my powers were, and whether I was in the right track. Helped me to manage projects. So it was quite detailed, and it was provided in such a way, even though it was COVID time, it was provided in such a way that I felt as if we were sitting next to each other. There were a lot of discussions. It was very thought-provoking, and a lot of answers. They made us think out of the box. So I would say it's very, very, it's quite a brilliant course.
I've done project management in my normal role, but I've never really done staff management or operational management or, managing physical resources and things like that. So it's given me a good foundation knowledge and kind of building blocks to allow me to, in the council when COVID happened, I was put on as a team lead on one of the testing sites for the local authority, and that meant from managing 0 staff up to 20 staff. Without having done the course, I probably wouldn't have known all the things around staff management, operational management, supporting members of the team, you know, storming, norming, all those types of things, that, you know, applying all those theories into practice. So it's been really great for me to be able to have that background knowledge and apply it whilst I was doing the course and whilst I was doing the team lead management.
I think it's really good. I think it was a bit daunting at first, but I think with the support, I've really learned a lot from it. From being a manager for 7 years, I didn't think I'd get that much out of it. Just thought it was a bit of a paper exercise, but actually I've learnt loads. Really sort of helped me sort of improve my teams, improve my own sort of way of working and way of managing.
The programme's been a really fantastic opportunity for all of the apprentices to develop the leadership skills, right from apprentices with very little management experience to managers at a level 5, you know, operations managers. It's allowed them to gain confidence, to understand and know that they're doing things correctly and that they're following the expectations of their organisations, but it's also allowed them to learn more about management and leadership as a whole.
Actually, the impact's been massive. I've really been able to look at myself, see how I'm impacted on the whole teams, support some of my other managers to sort of improve the teams, and sort of implement to sort of build higher performing teams, and really utilise some of those tools that I didn't even know existed, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's been really high impact.
So from the very beginning, we've worked with representatives from the council to align the content that we obviously deliver to the values of the organisations. So in this case, Salford and Tameside councils.
In terms of the programme, I'm absolutely loving it. It's a great group of people that we're working with and learning from them, but also it directly relates to what I'm doing in my job, so I can see that it's helping all the time.
Yeah, I definitely think it's been aligned to the council's values. You know, it's had modules such as finance and things like that, and, you know, getting value for money. And within the local authority, everything that we do, if we're spending public money, we have to ensure that the money that we are spending is going to get good value for the residents. You know, getting the right quotes, ensuring that we're not just going for the cheapest thing, because that might not be best. Just really making sure that we're spending our funds and resources effectively.
Most of the people on the course are on something called the Springboard programme, and so the authority is really behind everything and supporting everyone doing it. We've had extra discussions around public sector management. We've had senior leaders within the authority giving us discussions of their career journey, so it's been quite enlightening, really.
The amount of time that's been invested into aligning the programme to the organisations involved has been absolutely crucial to the success of the programme. We've spent considerable amount of time learning about the concepts and the ways that the organisation wants to progress forward. We've learnt about what they want leadership to look like within their organisations, and also the point that they want to get to in the future, with a more outcome-based approach rather than output-based approach. And that forms a massive part of the programme in helping people to understand the difference between the two, and to helping managers and leaders, you know, move their styles across to this more outcome-based leadership.
So the impact on the work that I've been doing currently, I work in a service that's constantly changing, there's a lot of pressure, so it's really helped me to support the managers in the team and also the staff in the team around responding to that constant change.
The speakers have all been, it's been great to hear from speakers that are living the job that we're all aspiring to be in, and getting that real first-hand experience of how they put their theories into practice, and some really good tips. One of the main things that I've taken away from the conference is we had one of the speakers there was Rini, who was brilliant, so good that actually we booked her as a CCG on the back of it. I took it to my line manager and we had her come to our place of work as well, so it's really been very, very useful.
So I attended sort of 3 conferences recently, which were sort of run by the local authorities and Salford College. Really good to see how our senior leadership teams are sort of really pushing forward, really driving us as leaders forward, and understanding fully the principles and how we align with all the different organisations. But I think the seeing how that runs and some of the support that they've put in place in their conferences has really been beneficial for me sort of pushing forward to be a positive leader.
The impact of the 3 conferences, it really set the scene, and I think it was invaluable hearing chief executives talking about what they're trying to achieve and what they want us to achieve as managers. And also we had some really interesting speakers who talked about staff wellbeing and such like, which really supported what I wanted to achieve with my team.
This course has enabled us to get some consistency across the teams in relation to management, in relation to conflict management, in relation to managing self, resources, etc. So it's created a really consistency across the team.
I think for me, my future career, doing this course has been a massive impact. It's going to give me the qualifications that I need to stay in the job that I'm actually currently doing. This job's about to come as a permanent position, whereas without completing this course, I wouldn't even have met the standards to apply, whereas now they'll accept that. So for me, my future development and my career progress, this is massive.
Oh, getting a distinction in this course have really boosted my confidence. I started with being very not confident person and thinking whether I'll be able to do the course, but the college and my tutor has helped me a lot at every step, and the credit to distinction is not just mine, it also goes to my tutor and the support I received.
It was good to get a distinction. It was, I suppose, all the hard work was in that result really. It's been really enjoyable doing the course, and I've had a lot of support from Aaron and the other tutors, and obviously all my colleagues are people from other councils who were on the course as well. We've all supported each other. So yeah, I think it's been great and I'm really glad to have done the course.
It is amazing to see the brilliant work we do in partnership with employers right across the Salford City College Group. The Public Sector Leadership Programme is one of many very strong examples we have showing real impact for learners and employers. As we continue to see significant challenges for employers in the labour market, it is vital that we help our industry partners retain and recruit the best talent for their businesses. This is something we are incredibly passionate about, and we look forward to driving this forward in the future.